Oh yeah, it's just fun jamming off stream. Oh yeah, it's just fun jamming off stream. Oh yeah, it's just fun jamming off stream. Oh yeah, it's just fun jamming off stream.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Listen, I just woke up. I'm a little slow still. Relax. Hey.
Kirby D. Frog here, coming in with the nightly weather report of a dunking
What
from mountains.
Stream, Fritzy's good.
I was very happy to be
That
here.
one's
Thank you
crystal
so
clear on
much.
stream, and I love it.
Oh,
I
accurate.
knew that was coming.
Elmo, what are you doing here?
Kermit.
My God, you guys are killing me.
I knew we were gonna have a good day. This is gonna be a good time. Yeah.
Always, always.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Astros, take it away, dude.
All right, sure.
No,
Hey,
your turn.
everyone,
Do it.
My turn. Okay, fine. All right. Hey everyone, my name is Astralsflame. I'm a member of Team Top Deck Studios. I usually stream MTG Arena and the standard side of Best of 3, teaching you the ways of Jund and/or Dragons. That is, Dragons with an or not apostrophe, but a bracket and an S. Because if you're not playing Jund, you should at least play Dragon, and that's one Dragon at least. I also preach the same in Commander, which I do a bit of off-stream, guesting on streams, and some Commander content on the side. Again, talking about how you can have some super fun playing different brews and different ways to play. Basically trying to win without winning, which is what I'm doing with my deck tonight. The chunkiest of good boys. This deck does not win at all. It really doesn't. This is chonkers and 55 lands. My job is to play the chunky boy, sack the chunky boy, replay the chunky boy. How this deck came to be was a tale of two friends, talking about how they could make the greatest Toxrill deck of Toxrill 30 ramp and 70 lands. And that spawned Thundershot in 55 lands. So that's what this is. It is 55 lands, 30 pieces of ramp, a Blade of Cells, a Helm of Host, and repercussions, so that I can deal damage to everybody, and then we can all draw the game and shake hands and say, hey, we died to a chunky boy. I just call it chonkers.
Chonkers.
I do like that name, though. But yeah.
Do I need to switch to my Toxrill deck? I have it. I can do that. If we need, yeah. I didn't. You think I took it apart after Vegas? Oh no, yeah.
I expect no less.
Hey everybody, I'm sorry. It's my turn, or did you have more to plug? Any more shenanigans?
Oh, no, that was it. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Love it. Awesome. Love it. So hello everybody. My name is Graham. I go by Hamhocks42 on the various and sundry interwebs. And I stream Magic the Gathering Arena a lot. Like a little bit too much. And I usually do so in the mornings, starting around 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. We do all kinds of fun community driven stuff, and also I just have silly brews. Like recently I've been playing a lot of fight rigging and various and sundry like Jero and Hazaret builds where it's all about just big value silliness. And sometimes I actually get to get wins, and it's nice. But anyway, so yeah, we're doing that. It's a lot of fun. I would love to see you out there. I also have a number of like podcasts and other shows that I do, and I'm gonna grab at some point. I'm gonna throw at some point I'm probably gonna throw my link tree into the chat. That is where you can find me in all the places. And today I am not playing a deck that is quite as meme-tastic as my partner over here. But I knew I was going to be with Astrals, and so as a result, I had to bring my one Jund deck. I know I only have one. I'm sorry. I know. I'll get better. I need to work on this. I need some more Jund commanders. If anybody has any recommendations, please hit me up. And I'm going to be playing Marika, Brutal Gladiator, which it's one of the universes within. I believe it was Zangief in the Street Fighter secret layer. And this card is a 7/4 for 5, which, I mean, killer stats, right? You got a commander with 7, but they must be blocked if able. And if they deal excess damage to a creature, that creature's controller has to sacrifice a non-creature, non-land permanent. So what this deck is, as you can imagine, the goal is to break up my opponent's board states. Ultimately, I'm going to create just a big old bowling ball, and whoever the biggest threat is, I'm just going to send it crashing in at him, and we're going to see what happens. So that's the idea. So, funnily enough, Astral's like, if your deck doesn't win, my deck definitely does not win either. I thought this would be a really good support, support deck, and we'll see how it goes. At the end of the day, though, it is a 7-power commander, so if need be, yeah, I can punch in and get that damage in if need be. So I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, thanks so much for having me. You're doing it. You're doing all the things. Yeah.
Hirei Shizo's Caretaker.
Ooh.
So I'm basically playing a bunch of mono black small boys. It's a lot of small creatures. It's a lot of graveyard recursion. It's a lot of value. Hopefully, that is the plan. Basically, a lot of reanimating. What can I say? I like playing graveyard decks.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, my first ever actual paper EDH deck that I built was Muldrotha of the Gravetide from Dominaria, and from there I never went back. I got Hogak, and yeah, graveyard's kind of my thing.
Heck yes.
Love it. Love it.
First commander deck I ever played was actually your Rafik deck.
Oh.
First deck I ever owned that was my own was Edgar Markov, though. So all just went downhill from there, huh?
Definitely. Yep.
100%.
Arcades is always a good option. It's sitting on the table next to your face cam, I would assume. Yes.
The amulet.
We love
Nice.
Amulet of Vigor.
That's a good one.
It's a great card. Yeah. Ooh. That would definitely open up a lot of budget land options. I dig it. Yeah.
Plans. Makes bounce lands a lot more playable.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Make
Hmm.
I dig it.
Soul Ring late game is not always dead, depending on what you're playing.
Oh, if you're going for greedy, 7+
Yeah.
drops, like I
Yeah.
tend to, I'm never mad to see Soul Ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Oh
Well, yeah,
Just stabs.
that's fair.
My Eldrazi deck disagrees about the Soul Ring change, but no, no, it is not.
But there was an Eldrazi precon.
Oh, well, which I did buy. It made a lot of up. Yep, yep. No, I turned my own deck into a monstrosity using a lot of the pieces.
very true.
Oh, I see you.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
LlachNess. Someone is unable to hear you in chat. Somebody can't hear you. It's just one from what I see.
Have they checked their Twitch volume?
Alrighty, let me just go back to my sound mixer. Mute the Discord. Alrighty, can somebody say something right quick?
Check. I am talking. This is Hamhocks. Something right quick.
Test.
Exactly.
I got 2. Yeah, I actually cannot hear Lachlan.
That's not good. So that mic isn't coming through the stream for some reason.
Ooh.
Slight problem.
Rut-row.
It is not coming through at all.
Who's doing the
Came through on
OBS for the
chat
stream?
just fine.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yes, I understand. Is your mic muted in Streamlabs?
Lachlan.
I could be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, but it's not playing back your audio then
Yeah,
through Discord.
Discord will not pick up your microphone audio. You'll have to add it as a secondary source.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, yep.
That should do it. Yep.
And then you will just change it from default to whatever your microphone is.
Yep.
Yes.
I actually literally bought these desktop. Okay, but how do I tell it what it is? Oh, device.
Yep.
Oh,
That'll do it.
All right, is that better? Test audio. Is that better?
Are you
people hear me
seeing
now?
are you seeing a level in
that
Streamlabs?
is
I am.
fantastic.
Heck yeah.
That's
Got
what we're
'em.
looking for.
Perfect.
Woo! Thank you so much.
Let's
Uh-oh.
go.
No worries.
Okay, now I can hear myself.
Now, and I've had plenty of time to reconsider my horrible decision to keep this hand. So, all right. Yeah.
Oh, we've been checking hands. I haven't even looked.
I did
Well,
look at my starting
this works out
Hey,
really well
now.
because also we had apparently an ad, so
Yeah, that was timed up perfectly. That gave us
All
time
right.
to fix technological issues.
Perfect.
I guess this hand is keepable.
You think this hand is keepable? All right.
Spells, lines of
Mine's not,
spells.
but
I
I'm
don't
keeping it
know.
anyway. Wahaha.
Mine's not, but I'm keeping it anyway.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got lands, like I guess.
You have 55 lands. How could you possibly not have any in your opening hand?
Suffice to say, it's actually happened once where I only had 2 lands in my opener. But
Oh, you feel pretty confident you're gonna draw them though.
you do. But I did have 5 mana rocks, and I have had a turn 3 Thember Shot with this deck.
Okay.
All right.
It only dealt 2 damage to the entire table, but it was a turn Thember Shot. It didn't do anything.
We're doing it. Yeah.
I didn't
Hey, it still
do
counts.
anything.
All right.
That's it. That's exactly it.
All right.
I was sick.
By the way,
last-
I love the league playmat.
Thank you. I was gonna say I was sick last
Oh.
week and could not make it to HalCon, which is our big sci-fi fantasy con in Halifax. I missed James Marsters.
Oh,
Oh, and
Soul Ring
Juliet
was there.
Landau. And Juliet Landau was also there.
A friend of mine was a guest at HalCon. Soul Ring MTG.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Alyssa's out that way. She's in New PEI now, I think, but she goes to some of the Easterly cons. She's
Oh, cool.
been primarily busy with work the last few months, but she's getting back into her MTG content creation.
Well, I'll
Heck
have to meet this person.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to roll to see which team goes first?
Yes.
and we start with 60 life, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to set mine to 0, and I'll get Sean to also set his to 0.
I will do the exact same then.
Oh, send it to 0.
Yeah, we only track life on one screen. So
Okay.
you are now the accountant for your team.
Wait, me?
I trust him. He's good. He's good with numbers.
Oh, I have terrible news. All right. All right. So I should have a notepad up or something with that. That could be
No.
we just
No.
we recorded in
Put
the
it-
spell table, right?
Put it back to 60, Ham. You had it right. What just happened?
Oh, it's Teams. Don't mind me. I don't do this enough. And my keyboard is very awkwardly placed, so I'm clicking it.
Oh
All right.
no! I have no silly voice.
I have,
But anyway, so my friends got me a League of Legends playmat because on a good day when I've been getting along with my blow dryer, I have Vi hair. That was my whole goal. Because I thought
Nice.
I thought I was gonna lose it when I started treatment, right? So, and it was really like super short, and I'm like, I'm gonna grow it out, and I'm gonna go with video game hair. And
Heck yes.
the only video game hair that's actually achievable by a mere mortal is Vi hair, with a sufficient amount of hairspray. So
Nice. Yeah, you can't get one of those like the antenna or like that one like the gigantic, I was like, yeah, I mean, I would want to go for like full on Sephiroth, but don't we all?
Dante.
Yeah.
I always wanted Dante's hair.
Ooh, okay.
But I'd
Yep.
like to be able to sleep.
I was thinking of the one I was thinking of was Seymour, I think it was from Final Fantasy X. Yeah, didn't he have like a huge gaudy like blue thing that like went all the way down to his ankles? Anyway, maybe I'm misremembering, but it's anime hair. It is what it is. Yeah.
It is
Not
anime
wrong.
hair. I have a
All right,
Achievable
cool,
7.
cool.
So shall I roll for our team, Fritz?
Are we doing 2d6?
Oxfield? Probably.
Oh, d20. I can do that.
I just happen to have it on my table because
Hey,
Walmart
20 works.
Walmart
I
had
have-
the boosters for Baldur's Gate on sale, and
I have
bought
dice.
one.
Yeah.
We will be okay.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
We have supplies.
My buddy Austin actually made this. He does like custom
That is an
work.
excellent,
Oh, that's sick. I like
It's super cool.
that is an
all right.
awesome deck bag.
Right. But yeah, so there's dice to be had. So let us do the thing. Actually,
that thing.
the thing has chosen. Wait, no.
Kla.
All right. Got a whopping 5.
We have a 10.
Let's go. But my dex modifier was 6, so
And I
Advise a
have a
four.
bardic inspiration, so I get to
So
give
we're-
him an extra 1d6 here.
I don't
Oh,
know.
wait, what about guidance? All right. Anyway, no. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
My bardic inspiration tops your bardic inspiration.
Let's go. Oh, I don't have my guitar's in the
My
side of the room. It would take
bass
way too
guitar is
long
in
to
the
get it ready.
closet. It's in packaging at the moment. I have to bust it out, but it is there.
Yeah. No, I have my acoustic guitar. It's on the other side of the room. I want to get back into it enough that I have to walk around it all the time because I set it so that I can easily get to it and I almost never pick it up. Yeah.
Bass guitar.
I once snuck a drum into a D&D session
I love
without
that.
the
Okay.
person I drove to the session with me and who carried my bag into the room, noticing I had the drum until I started to play it.
That's fantastic. Oh,
So, how many levels of rogue did you multi-class? I'm just
yeah.
figuring out here.
Those
It
are the
was,
killer side of
it
hand
was pretty
checks
awesome.
to
It was pretty
make
awesome.
that happen. Yeah.
And Fritz was like, "Wait, where did that come from?" And I'm like, "You carried it in."
That's incredible.
Perception check on my end.
It was pretty epic. I thought
The
it was
Tale
pretty
of the
epic anyway.
Trojan Drum.
That's right. All right. Are we ready to play, Fritz?
I assume we're ready.
All right.
Alright.
Okay. I am going to play a fortified village, revealing a
Oh, cool,
forest
yes.
Okay.
to keep it from being tapped. Not that that's relevant. Actually, it is relevant. I counted 2 lands and decided I was keeping.
I respect it.
A perimeter captain, which has Ghast Defender. Whenever a creature I control with Defender blocks, I may gain 2 life. This is another one of those really like, the art on it is just like weirdly spectacularly detailed and yet super general at the same time.
Right. Yeah,
Comments
definitely
of the
interesting.
day.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. I
Cool.
think that's our turn. We shall pass the turn.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we play simultaneously, right? I honestly,
Yes,
please.
I played maybe one game of Two-Headed Giant ever. So yeah.
Yeah. So we play simultaneously, and we can
Alright.
bounce ideas off and stuff if we need.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna draw a card that is the land I needed to see that makes this keeps far less awful. Yeah. So my land for turn is gonna be a Golgari Gilgate.
To everyone's surprise, I am going to play a mountain.
What? No way.
I know.
That's all I
crazy.
got. So yeah,
Hey, and that's it for me too. I will pass it over.
hasn't it?
All right. So I will draw for turn. Because we didn't draw the first time, correct?
You should have. Two-headed
Yeah.
giant, I believe, still draws on the first, does it not?
I honestly, I have no idea.
Did you
A
draw?
lot
mean,
of the
I'm
time,
fine
I know
with
a lot
it,
of places don't.
Oh, maybe it's not then. I don't know.
Because
It's
it is
been a
one
while.
one team versus one team, so there is advantage
True.
for going
Yeah, it
first.
is 1v1.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Makes
That's
sense.
fair.
I am going to tap my fortified village to play an Amulet of Vigor.
Oh, there we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then I'm
Yeah,
going
2
to
lands
play.
and that, we're all good.
Then I'm going to play a Temple of Plenty, which enters tapped,
It won't
Dun,
untap.
but
dun,
sees the Amulet of
dun.
Vigor and becomes untapped. And I'm going to gain a life.
The synergy.
The Temple Scries, doesn't it?
Oh, does
Gain
it
life.
scry?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's even better.
Indeed. I mean, if
well
you want to gain life, yeah, no, it's okay.
So-
Yeah.
You're up on life. What do we do?
Smooth.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm gonna tap 2 and play a Jet Medallion.
So I have my hand over here. I'm blind enough. I actually have to bring this a little closer to my head to actually like read this. Okay. I will keep that on the top. And I'll pick my hand back up.
Respect.
Yes, and that is all I can do for the nonce.
All right. So I believe we untap,
Ready?
upkeep, then draw.
We draw.
Would you draw? That is a thing.
The claw.
The claw has chosen.
Ah.
I'm gonna play out a Copperline Gorge as my land for turn,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a fast land, so it's untapped because turn 2. Let's go.
Synergy.
I know synergies. Going from a Guildgate to a foil borderless Copperline Gorge to give you an idea of just the quality variance that I've got over here. Yeah, my deck building philosophy is generally look at the crap I opened from a pack that one time. That's usually how I do it. So I don't have any turn 2 plays, so that's all I got.
Oh, I've got a sweet one here.
Ooh, take it away, good sir.
You're gonna love this. I'm tapping 2 mountains, but wait, there's more.
What you got? What you got?
I got a ever-flowing chalice with a kicker of 1.
Let's go.
Said more. Said more.
We out here ramping.
Give it more.
We ramping, baby.
So my chalice will now be able to tap for 1 colorless.
Let's go. All right.
Value.
Question mark? Yeah.
A rock is a rock. He had nothing else to do with his mana on that turn.
Hey, rocks are solid.
That's
Let's
it.
get rocks.
We take what we get.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll pass the turn.
Go pass it. Yep.
I will draw my surprise card.
What? Who saw that coming?
Play a land.
I will play a forest. I think I am going to tap 3 to play an Axebane Guardian.
Okay.
Which I think, if I remember correctly, goes with something else, but I can't remember what the thing is.
There are 2 things it could go with, and 3 if you include an intruder alarm. One of those things may be a wall of kelp. The other may be a Deadeye Navigator.
Wait, you're telling me something goes infinite with Deadeye Navigator?
I know,
no way.
Crazy.
What?
It's crazy, I know.
Well, I can assure you that is not in this deck. How are you, Fritzy?
Tap for 2 and then play a Thought Vessel. And then I'm going to tap for 2 more with the cost being reduced by 1 by my Jet Medallion and play Read the Bones.
Right. Throwing dead bones. Very nice.
So I'll scry 2, draw 2, lose 2.
I actually had a Read the Bones with Reed Duke's signature on it.
Nice.
From GP Calgary.
Lovely.
Wow.
I dig it.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, so I got 1 card in my hand that I'm realizing does not work the way I want it to in this context.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Remember, you are free at any point to conspire. We thought originally about having a formal conspire phase after, like, beginning phase. And then we realized it just worked better if we just let our guests decide whether or not they wanted to conspire or not.
I appreciate that.
That's fair.
I'll just find my first opportunity to dump it, and I'll be happy to explain what was going on. But I will not play this card in this context because it straight up won't work the way that it's supposed to. So, which is fine. That's okay.
Well, maybe somebody will redeem some channel points and let you rummage or discard and make treasure tokens.
I'd appreciate that. Yeah. I don't need to be cagey about it. I have a Zancha in my hand. Which if I if I give it to you guys, like, okay, it can't attack me, but it could attack Astros. So like, yeah,
it could.
That's a little counterproductive.
All right, so we have had a rummage redeemed.
Woohoo! All right.
So the choice was Astral's team. So 1 card may be discarded and 1 card may be drawn.
So, Sean, how are we feeling about your hand? Do you need to draw another, or are you feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty decent about my hand, but like I don't mind discarding a card. I got a mountain I can discard.
No, I literally have a card that I will not use. Like,
yeah,
so I'm happy to satisfy the discard.
Yeah. So the whole idea is a team discards a card and draws a card.
And I'm not currently playing a dedicated reanimator deck.
Yeah,
don't worry, there's some
cool
reanimator spells in here, but okay.
Legitimately, I was only going to discard a mountain, like if we decided to.
Oh no, I'm getting pure value by dumping.
So what I'm saying is that Graham can discard the card, but you can draw one, Sean. Like,
So that's what
it
I'm
doesn't
asking.
matter how.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy
so-
to do. Yeah, I'm happy to do the discard. Obviously I
No,
like drawing
you
cards.
take the
but-
draw. You take the draw.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight you on that. Thank you. All right.
I got some card draw in red. I know, which is weird to say, right?
Wait, what?
I know it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Everybody.
We
tries
also
to
have a
say-
redemption for buried treasure as well.
Ah, so beginning with the active player, which I think is somewhere on that side, you may choose
we
to
untapped?
discard a card.
No, it's still your turn.
I
Who's
think
turn?
we were active players.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh.
we have not untapped yet. There is no.
Okay.
These are
Yeah.
untapped because I didn't play them
So
last turn.
what each player may do, not each team, but each player may discard a card. If they do, they may create a treasure token.
Hmm.
Notably, it is not a tapped treasure token. It is just a treasure token.
Mm.
I like my cards.
All
I'm
right.
not going to make a treasure token.
Yeah, I think I'm fine without it.
Yeah, I'm good too. I'm not gonna worry about the treasure.
You know, I am gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna discard an Aether Snap, which is an amazing card. I absolutely adore it. But looking at this pod, I don't know that it's going to be particularly useful. So I will go ahead and dump it, and I will go ahead and make a treasure token.
Oh, that's adorable.
I know, right? This is Jarvis Moonbeams. Yeah, he was giving these out. I got this one in Philly, and yeah, it's fantastic. Like, yeah.
Nice.
So that's my go-to treasure token. Because come on, why not? All right, cool. So thank you everybody for redeeming those. I appreciate it.
I think that was
Yeah.
Darth Vash
Guys, you
coming
rock.
to
Thank
your
you.
That
rescue.
would be Darth.
I do appreciate that very much. Yeah, I was just looking at the Sancho in my hand, being like, wait a minute. Uh-oh. All right. All right, cool. So
Darth
are we?
Vash, and that was Mab the Queen for the buried treasure.
Matt, thank you so much.
Nice.
Thanks, Mab.
All right, are we clear for takeoff here? All right.
I think so. Hey Ham, after our draw, can we have a small conspire for a second?
I'm down to clown. Absolutely.
All right. So we just we pop down into Team A.
Yeah,
All right.
there you go.
All right.
Cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and disappear. If I can find where my there it is.
I'll be in the back too.
Mwahaha. Be right back.
Oh, great. If you turn that back on, tell him to turn it back on when he's going to come back in.
Oh, the cam?
Yeah, and then we'll know that you're coming back in.
Yeah, you got it.
Or I can just follow them across.
No, they get to conspire in private.
I stay here then.
But you can just keep an eye on the Discord because it'll show up when they're going to come back in, right? This is fun. This is a great pod. This pod is epic.
Can't believe we have fucking Kermit the Dragon Rider and Elmo the Gladiator in here. This is this is fantastic.
This is awesome. Oh, this is great. This is exactly what I envisioned, or what I was hoping for when I envisioned doing this kind of four-headed giant setup. I just have to figure out a way, I think, to make Raph a guest host so that he can in the future follow him into Conspire, because sometimes I think it's useful to hear for the audience to hear what everyone is saying. So
I still can't believe there's I have like 29 creatures in this deck or something stupid like that, and I've only found fucking one of them.
oh no.
I keep drawing lands. And I have a jet medallion on board, so all my shit's so cheap.
Well, I'm gonna take a sympathy sip of my Bailey's for you. So
I could have used one of those at work today.
my throat is so sore that I'm just like.
Yeah, the supervisor I was supposed to be working for today didn't have enough work for me, and
Oh wow!
they
I love
We
the
have returned.
playmat. And the thing I like almost as much as the playmat, Colin, is my my poster. I didn't realize that was spray painted until Fritz told me. So
Yo, that's so sick.
yeah, let me know how much to send you, and that's much appreciated.
Well done.
That got
Although-
done in like 3 minutes.
Although,
Every
Oh.
one of them is done in 3 minutes.
Is that the spray paint artist? He has like a bunch of different
yeah,
poses and parts,
Yep.
and yeah.
yeah,
I see him
That's
all
the
the
guy.
time at conventions. He
Yeah,
does such
so-
good work.
Yep.
I'm a huge
His name is Nathan, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm a huge Legend of Zelda Link fan, so yeah. They were my friends were very kind and vicariously shopped for me, which saved me probably $500.
Dang.
Very fair.
It's okay. I spent that $500 for you when I bought my lightsaber.
You too.
So, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Very
Painting
fair.
is 25. Oh, and you have the video of him painting it. Oh,
Sick.
so when Fritz dropped it off, he's like, "Oh, I have your painting from Nathan," and I'm like, so he gets here with the painting, and I'm finally like, so who's Nathan? Did like Colin change his name and I missed a memo because I didn't want to ask. So
Right,
yeah.
Nathan is the guy who does all the spray paint stuff at conventions.
Speaking of Nathan, TurtleDoc14 is in the house. Hey,
Hey,
Nate.
what's going on, Turtle?
Hello, hello. All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
so we have returned after
We have
our.
returned?
Yes,
Yes, we are.
You have conspired successfully?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Okay.
we have indubitably.
All right. So the time has come for us to do things to enact our master
Huzzah.
plan. Mwahaha.
Yes, mwahaha.
It doesn't count if you haven't done it in like Dragon Rod or Elmo.
Kermit the Frog here with the most important play of the game. Dabbing in, as the dab does with this fantastic mountain. Now, this mountain, if you'll notice here, is much like Miss Piggy being roaming wild and full of circus advice.
I'm
More
gonna
news at
die.
11. Over to you, Elmo.
Oh, I'm gonna
Enjoy
die.
Commander staples from yesteryear, such as, well, not really yesteryear. This is one, Plaza of Heroes. There's a classic land if you are playing Legends, which, hey, we're in Commander. We're all playing Legends, silly. All right, and then Ismo is going to tap all 3 lands to play a card that gets a lot of heated debate is around this card, and it's silly. Chromatic Lantern. I like it. All right. And then I was going to tap the Chromatic Lantern and sacrifice the treasure to play Rampant Growth.
One of the things that's tough about doing Elmo is he never says I or me. He
Oh,
always
God.
speaks in the third person, and like that is
Oh, Ismo is very excited.
it's so hard to keep up with. Anyway,
Oh.
so yeah, Rampant Growth after Chromatic Lantern. I'm gonna grab. What am I looking for? But yes, no, I'm a fan of the Elmo. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna grab a Swamp. And that enters the battlefield tapped because good old fashioned ramp,
Yeah.
for which the strategy was named.
Elmo the Gladiator. Oh my.
Yeah. All right. But that is my turn. So yeah, ramping has been done.
And I'm going to be super basic. I'm going to tap 2, play out a Pillar of Origins. I'm going to name the creature type Dragon, so I can use the pillar to tap for a mana of any color, but I could only cast dragon spells with it. And then I'm going to go for number 2, and because at some point I need to cycle through my deck, this Collector's Vault is also going to come in handy.
Oh,
where I can
nice.
discard a card, draw a card, and make a treasure.
I love it so much.
Ooh.
So you asked me why there's 55 lands. Now you know.
Now we know.
Harry Potter.
Repercussion. No, I see. I've got nothing. I got 0 voice game. Except I was on Davy Jones's locker, and I spent the entire day practicing my Steve Irwin Aussie drawl, so I could crikey!
Oh, Davey,
Look at that
Davey's
big
great.
beauty flying over. Yeah. So yeah, that's as good as I get is Steve Irwin.
Love it. That's a good one.
It's still good. I love
Yeah,
when
I'm a
Davey does
squirrel.
up like the French Goblin. It's great.
All right.
We
Good
have
stuff.
2 national
Yeah, I believe
treasures. We have Davy F. Jones and Mr. Beavers.
Oh, Bevers. Bevers is a neighbor to me, actually. He's an hour
Is
away
he?
from me. Yeah, he's not far. We meet up for IRL Commander every couple months.
Oh wow,
That rules.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Davey's in the next province over, but like also not like far, like 6.5 hours.
So even though we live in different countries, they both live closer to you than they do to me.
I'm in Canada.
No, I'm not falling for that a second time.
No, I am. I'm
No,
in
he actually
Toronto.
is. No.
What you talking
I'm-
about, Willis?
Oh, sorry. I can bust out the accent here if you really want there. I know we get it sometime for a double when I make my way down to Halifax. We get some lobster. I'll treat it too. I hear it's dirt cheap down there. Let me tell you what's not cheap down here is the maple syrup. I got to go to Quebec there for the maple syrup. It's really cheap down there, but if I don't do it right there, I'm going to incite the maple syrup mafia. And that's the one thing I don't want.
Have you seen the Dirty Money episode of on Netflix about the maple syrup heist? Like,
oh yes,
$186 million heist against the the Canadian National Strategic Maple Syrup Reserve.
Yup.
We have a strategic maple syrup reserve in Canada.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So what part of Canada are you in, Sean?
Order. I love it.
Oh, where are you? Are you in Ontario?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I went to U of T once upon a
nice.
donkey's age. All right, it's our turn, I'm guessing.
But yes, take it away.
Yes.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. Oh.
If you believe it, I'll play a land.
Wait, what? No way.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know, it's insane.
I gotta say, that's a really brilliant plan. I think more people need to realize that they should be doing that. That's you're onto something there.
Oh,
I think
wait. No, I sorry, I made a strategic play last turn that is gonna actually prove to help in a second.
Well,
let's go.
So I'm gonna play. So I'm gonna tap a forest to play a steel wall.
Classic.
Which will be revenue neutral. And then I'm going to tap 2 and 1 to give me 3. No. Ha. What the heck?
Bonjour.
I'm looping somehow. To hydrate. I don't see hydrate in your contacts. To who? Oh, it's Siri.
Nice.
What?
So it just completely derailed my entire ability to think because all I could hear is to who? To who? And I'm like, that's the worst Al impression ever. What the hell is going on? Okay, so if I tap them, that's 3 manas of the blue persuasion.
Okay.
Yes.
Indeed.
And then I will tap. So I'll use 1 of the blue and 2 other ones to make 4. Because I'm going to count on my fingers. Because that's what you do when you have a math degree, is you count on your fingers.
Heck yeah, it's 4, right?
Checks out.
I went to U of T originally. That was my. I was a student at Innis College. Well, first I was in the Faculty of Engineering and then Innis. And I'm going to play Arcades. Flying Vigilance. Whenever a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under my control, I can draw a card. And each creature I control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And can attack as though it did not have Defender. I believe I have 1 blue mana left.
Sounds right. Yes, you would have 1 left.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is going to drain from my mana pool.
Magic.
All right.
As it does.
We have 2 wide open faces over here, so I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna get popped for 4.
I saw
indubitably.
1 play.
Okay, yeah.
Hideous Splendor.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Whenever another creature you control dies, make a treasure token.
Actually, I should put the commander down with the creatures. Shall we move to attacks?
I mean, I got nothing to swing with, but sure.
I do.
Indeed.
At least someone does.
Oh, we haven't moved to combat yet. I had 2 mana, right?
1 mana.
You had 1 floating blue plus
I
you
had
had
One
your
floating
yes.
blue.
Correct.
Can I fix my tapping? So green, white,
Yeah.
green, white,
Sure.
blue, and the extra blue for him, which gives me a white here. And the blue is now gone. I'm going to play Stalwart Shield Bearers. I thought for sure I had it. I thought I had enough to do that. So that I could draw the card. I was pretty sure I had
Right.
sequenced that right, and then I'm like, what just happened? The stupid Siri completely made the wheels fall off my mana math bus. Draw the card.
Good. Oh, good.
And it's a butt lord.
It's
All
a
right.
butt
It is a
lord.
butt lord.
It's a butt lord.
Nice.
It's a butt lord. And I will swing with my perimeter captain
Yep.
for 6.
6.
Thing is fucking beefy. Jesus.
6.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Because of said butt lord. All right. Yep.
Row.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And then that's it for me.
All right.
We got Plunderer and Butt Lords. All right.
All right. We're plundering butt lords. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Maturity is incredibly overrated, by the way. If anyone's
Oh,
Indubitably.
absolutely.
All right. Cool. Glad we're on the same page.
But Kirby!
Last
So-
time I checked, we have Kermit and Elmo, so I think maturity went out the window
Oh, big time.
at the
Like
start of it.
Zoinks.
But
I
I'm
don't
here
know what
for
you're
it.
talking about, right, Scoob? Scooby Dooby Doo.
So speaking of cards that Twitter gets up in a tizzy about, Temple of the False God is also in here. Boom, baby. And I have
I
exactly
am-
5. Thank you, Rampant Growth.
I am the target of Freedom 55 ads, and I'm wearing pink kitty headphones.
You
Like,
mean to tell me Twitter
I'm
gets up
into it.
nerves
Yep.
about Temple of the False God and Chromatic Lantern? What is
I
wrong
know.
with Twitter?
Oh, how could I? Anyway, the number of hot takes around those cards, I just
Why?
anyway.
They're both good.
They're fine, right? Like, yeah, exactly. Like, I understand their budget options. Like, Chromatic Lantern, a whole bunch of people.
How is Chromatic
just-
Lantern a bad option?
A whole bunch of people think like, oh, but if you have a proper mana base, you don't need it. It's like, is your proper mana base worth $1,000 because it's nothing but like fetches, triumphs, and shocks? It's like, well, I mean, yeah, if you have all of those, you don't need Chromatic Lantern. But for the rest of us, it's like this deck's worth about $90. Get bent. I got a Chromatic Lantern. Anyway, that's my feeling. So anyway, but yeah, so we got Temple of the False God. So I went from not a lot of mana to what? 7, if my math serves.
Yes.
Which is pretty decent. I like that.
I like it. It's good.
I know, right? And I got a 5 mana commander, and I'm also seeing a big flappy Elder Dragon over there that I'm not super fond of.
Yeah.
I feel like we
That
need to do
is
something
fair.
about that.
I agree.
Yeah. So Astros, do you want to go first, or would you like me to step in here and do the thing?
I'll tell you. I'll make it super quick on mine if you want.
Yeah, go for it. Take it away.
Now, dragons are a merciful people. We try to be as we will, and Jund especially.
are you about to commit cannibalism? Are you about to commit cannibalism?
Oh, not I. No. I am simply going to establish the kingdom of Chonkers with the court of Embereth.
Go.
So Thembershot and I shall become the monarchs in a most royal way, and on my instep I shall draw a card for having the monarchy. But
Here.
on my upkeeps, as foresold in the scrolls of old, I shall make it the 3/1 warrior. And then forth, if I am still the monarch, as the rightful way I should be, I will then deal damage to each of my opponents equal to the number of creatures that I control.
Long may he reign.
Huzzah!
Alright. And then I'm gonna
That's all I
go
got.
You bitch bliss, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Kagla, the Titan Ape.
Oh!
Oh,
When Kagla enters the
no.
battlefield,
So-
it fights up to 1 target creature I don't control. Arcades, what up? So-
Shit.
Yeah.
Monkey.
So-
So that is a 7/6 crashing into a 3/5. Wow.
So this is a 7/3 at the moment when it assigns its damage, right? Sorry,
it does not currently. It
is-
itself does not have defender, so it's a 3/5.
Correct.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it still assigns it. It doesn't buff its own power.
That's
or its
right.
own-
That's
yeah.
okay. So
Yep.
Arcades, the stupidest, is going back to the command zone.
Back to the zone. All right, and we have a 7/6 blocker now. Hooray!
Well,
Huzzah.
shit.
So when I jokingly said that we were gonna have big stupid stuff,
You knew who you were bringing on.
I knew who I was bringing. I know my guess or what?
I know, right?
We don't joke about big dumb things.
No, we do
right.
big dumb. We do big dumb. That's how we do this.
Yeah.
All right, and that's all I got. So.
That's all I got. So I shall
All
now
right.
draw for the monarchy.
Oh, for the monarch!
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Oh, the monarch. Huzzah.
I actually don't have any monarch tokens. I need to remedy that.
Oh, really?
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my monarch crown right now. I'm good. The fedora is the monarch crown.
there you go.
Understandable.
Actually, I need to go to Burger King sometime just to get the crown because I think the
yes.
paper Burger King crown is where it's at.
It is epitome of perfect.
It's about to be Christmas. There are crowns everywhere.
That's true, and they're probably on clearance from
In
Halloween.
fact,
too, so.
you should get yourself like a box of Christmas crackers, and every time you're the monarch, you should crack a Christmas cracker.
I'm okay with this.
That is a valid point, actually.
I'm on board with this idea. Yeah.
All right. I will draw for turn and hopefully get a land. Oh.
Wait, another land. I hear playing lands is pretty good, so
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Okay. So I'm going to use my 3 lands. No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to use my Axebane Guardian to float 4 green.
Hmm.
I'm going to use 3 of that green for a Lifecrafter's Bestiary.
Yep.
Excellent card. Excellent
Cool.
card.
Cool. Yeah.
And then I am going to use 1. Actually, no. So I have 1 floating still. I'm going to keep it floating. I'm going to play a Duskwatch Recruiter.
Ooh.
And I'm going to use the floating to pay the Lifecrafter's Bestiary. And I'm going to draw a card. I am going to play my land for the turn.
Excellent.
Yes.
I love
That's
I'm
a
gonna-
25-cent fetch land that brings in a land into play on tap. That's crazy.
Pretty good card. Pretty good card.
Out of curiosity, where'd you get the land? Where'd you get the mana floating from?
When I tap,
You tap the creature for 3.
no, for 4,
Life.
for 3, for 4. 1, 2,
Oh,
3, 4.
Oh,
I
okay,
used
yeah.
3 of it for the
That's
Life Crafters, floated the 1 to pay the thing, and then
I thought I
paid the-
heard 3.
No.
That's where I got lost.
So I am going to crack my Terramorphic Expanse and get me an island, which
Ooh.
comes into play tapped. But guess what? It sees the
Uh-oh.
Amulet of Vigor and becomes untapped.
The value. The pure, unadulterated 18 plus value.
That's crazy.
It's
Sorry, PG-13.
18
It's-
plus? What?
it's
I don't know.
Damn.
it's super sick in my lands deck.
Oh,
I like
sure.
big lands. Because like between all the like fetching and evolving wilds and lands coming back from the graveyard and
Yeah.
it fixes Scape Shift, right?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
True.
It's like, yeah, I'm going to Escape Shift, then Explosive Vegetation, then Splendid Reclamation, then, oh yeah. Yeah, I imagine that could get silly really fast.
The car. So I'm on a desperate hunt down for a box topper from the current upcoming sets. Congratulations to both of you for the streamer event. I think that's awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. gonna play big dumb dragons and dinosaurs.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
So
You're gonna play
speaking
Big
Dumb.
of big dumb
Crazy.
dragons, I played against Carlo last night with your
Yes.
And
Jund
Yeah.
Dragons list.
The one I posted like a couple days last
you're gonna have
week?
to narrow
Yes.
it down. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Oh yeah.
And got my teeth kicked in.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I figure I have to play it like 4 or 5 more times until I really get the sense of its synergies, because it does do some really interestingly cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not
it's a
using the
nuance.
Moss Knight. I don't think I'm using the Moss Knight dude as effectively as I could be.
If you
Are you-
have the Mosswood Dread Knight in your opening hand, if
Mhm.
you are on the beatdown and your goal is to apply pressure, always play it as the creature first. It seems unintuitive because of the way adventures work, but it is usually correct. Every single time I'm on the ladder and I go up against somebody and they play the Dread Knight on 2 to draw a card, like
So wrong.
I breathe a sigh of relief. It's like, oh, this person doesn't know how that card works. We're good. Like they still end up kicking my teeth in because I'm playing some silly nonsense and they're playing a good Golgari deck. But anyway,
Yeah.
in any event.
Yeah, Mosswood on 2, played as a creature. Always.
Play as a creature.
All right.
Having a 3/2 trampler on board on turn 2 is fantastic, and if your opponent kills it, guess what? It's coming back. So yeah, it's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I know, right?
So this is why.
Good time.
So I follow Ham because he's funny, he's kind. Brawl is always a good time with him. He's very entertaining. And I follow Astralsflames because, as my friends will tell you, I'm a constructed player at heart, and there is not enough constructed in my life. And so I'm like, put your hands together, ta-da! So
Love it.
that is all I can do. Do you have anything to do, Fabian?
I think I'm good. I just played Shire, and that's pretty much it.
Here we go.
All right.
So I have. Oh, nope. The only thing I have that's not Defender has Summoning Sickness. Bummer. I will pass my turn.
Yep. Good to go.
All right.
Da 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 da. Upkeep trigger. Let's go.
Yeah.
And so forth, the monarchy summons forth its first warrior. A mighty, a 31 that shall be drawn on the infinite token of the royalty. As soon as I find it, the royal marker.
In this, the year of our Lord. Yeah.
It's a dude.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a forest as my land for turn that is indistinguishable from the swamp I played earlier. Cause Innistrad lands be like that sometimes. But I have chromatic lantern, so who cares? I'm then going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Rock out my commander.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, buddy. And then I'm going to use my remaining 3 mana to play out a Loxodon Warhammer.
Ooh,
Or as
The
they would-
hammer.
Yeah, this is
Hammer
the showcase
time.
version from the Warhammer 40k decks. This is Golem Maraz, the Great Shadow.
I replaced my very tattered and very worn Loxodon Warhammer in my Rafik deck with that when I
Yep.
won it at the last Command Fest a couple of months ago.
Heck yeah.
Right?
No, this is, you know, it's funny. I don't follow 40k. I dig it. It's neat, but I haven't invested the time to really get into it. And I know that lore goes deep, and so this is one of those that like I don't remember exactly. I think my dad like randomly bought a couple of them because Loxodon Warhammer is just an awesome card, and he was just like, I need more of these. So let's just pick it up. And yeah, and he was just like, here, do you need a couple? I was like, I'm not gonna say no. Yeah. And,
That's legit.
yeah. So every now and then I love visiting my dad because one, he's just a cool dude, but every now and then he'll just be like, by the way, here's some Magic cards. Like, sweet. Like, yeah. And
That's
it's usually
like
stuff that I
that.
wouldn't think to, especially like the showcase versions, I wouldn't think to buy that for myself, you know. And so it's like, oh, all right, that's neat. I'm glad to have it. So
well, I have
thanks,
the
Dad. You
secret.
rock.
I have the secret lair one, right?
Ooh, okay.
Mm,
Dude, have you seen the new box topper Colossus Hammer?
it looks so good.
Oh, I need it. I need it in my life. I do.
I didn't get past the Amulet of Vigor.
Well, that's fair.
That's very fair.
That's totally fair. Meanwhile, yeah, I didn't get past the Colossus Hammer. I don't remember what the amulet looks like. I saw the Colossus Hammer. It's like, oh,
I'll tell you what. If I get a Colossus Hammer, I will ship it to you, and you do the
and if
same
I
for the
get,
Amulet of
if I
Vigor.
get an
That's
amulet,
right.
it's, yeah, we'll do an exchange, 100%.
That's right.
Yeah,
Friendship, go.
absolutely. Friendship engaged. All right.
Hey, I'm from
good
the
going to combat if
generation
you are, good sir.
that learned there was no problem so big it couldn't be solved by shooting a tummy full of love at it.
Speaking of love, what is love but sharing damage between friends? And thanks to the wonderful generosity of the court of Thembashad, because at my upkeep I had a creature. Both of my opponents shall take it 1 damage. Or the monarchy.
Oh, what? So we take 2.
We take 2.
For the
Each
face of the
opponent.
kingdom. All right.
Yeah.
And then henceforth, since my mighty partner in arms has played his turn, the monarchy shall continue by playing in a foretold mountain and tapping out for 7 to play in his Lord Chonky.
I feel like I should do like a mini wave in celebration of the dragon, but nah. Nah.
The dragon does the monarchy resolve.
100%. And Squirrel, what up? This is LlachNess Warhammer. This is the
Goma.
Sorry, that was
That looks a lot like are you sure that's not the secret lair?
well, I mean, I know it is flavored Warhammer.
Oh.
I thought it came out of the Warhammer deck. Yeah, I thought it came out of the Warhammer
secret
decks.
lair.
It might be a secret lair. It might be.
Yeah, that
Honestly,
marking, I think.
When it comes to how Wizards packages their stuff at this point, I don't freaking know. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So if Chonkas is good, we got some effects going on here. With the
Should be cool. Walk us through it. What are we working with?
Yeah, Chonkers resolves because I'm not really playing blue.
No worries. I have to ask out of respect. So when Chonkers comes into play, it is gonna deal damage to each player and each creature without flying, equal to the number of mountains that I control, which is currently 5.
So
cool.
I am going to tap.
Our turns are the same. So Marika's in struggle.
So
let's go.
Indubitably, that's why I was like, when you're playing Marika, I was like, this is actually good.
This is fine. Yeah, this is totally fine.
So ahead of that trigger, I am going to play Tower Defense, and creatures I control get +0/+5 and gain reach till end of turn.
Very nice.
Hey, but you know what? That is an overrun in that deck, so I'm glad to see it get pulled now. All right. That is a devastating overrun in that deck. So, yeah.
So each creature shall take its 5 damage, and then both teams will take their respective 10.
Ham?
I have a response to the trigger, though.
Okay.
I'm just going to play Fake Your Own Death.
Cool.
Targeting Shirei, so until end of turn, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains when this creature dies. Return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control and make a treasure token.
Love it.
Very cool.
So that's the secret lair one.
Yeah, so that's the same as Ham's.
Oh, it's the same one. Yeah,
it's the same one.
So you must,
Yeah.
That must be okay. I didn't get it in the deck, so I also didn't purchase the secret layer myself. So
this will die.
Yeah.
This will come back tapped.
And that's my original one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that old school artwork. Oh my goodness.
Right, so Shirei is back into play tapped, and whenever a creature with power. Okay, so Shirei, would Shirei still see the trigger? No,
Shirei still triggers, I do believe.
You may return that to play if Shirei the caretaker is still in play. I think that would make sense. It would have left because it was Fake Your Own Death.
On the battlefield, a creature with power 1 is put into the graveyard.
Well, so the first Shirei that was in play, because it's considered 2 separate permanents. The first one would trigger it, right? And then when it comes back, it's considered another permanent. So does that count?
See if I can find this. Just to check.
Here we go. If Shirei leaves the battlefield and returns to the battlefield after a creature with power 1 or less is put into your graveyard, Shirei is considered a new object. The delayed trigger ability won't return the creature to the battlefield.
Okay.
December 7th, 2018.
Yeah.
All right. Tragic, but it is.
I know. Sorry. All right.
Still though, big respect on like the walls coming in and the Shirei coming back.
That's happening. All right, so we haven't done combat yet. Now, it's not like I can attack one person or the other, right? It's really just
You attack and we decide how we block.
That's kind of what I figured. Okay, cool. So you got a lot of various and sundry big bouteilles over there.
I do.
Bouteilles.
They're all 7 bigger than their native power.
But their toughness
they're
is
all 7 bigger than their native toughness. That's what I meant.
Right, and they've all taken 5 damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Yes. I'm just looking at the amount of actual power on the board because thank goodness Arcades isn't here.
There's power of 2 on the board.
And sadly enough, Kagla has taken 2 damage this turn.
But the power of 2 is currently Oh no, that was on.
No, it's not. So if I swing right now, that does go after Recruiter could trade with Kagla. That would kind of bite.
Yeah, that would stink.
So I guess the question is, are there any artifacts over there that are worth blowing up? I could get that amulet. But I'd lose Kagla in the process. So that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth the trade.
Yeah, I don't know that it is either at this point. So I think I'm going to declare no attacks and be a little bummed because I wanted to swing with my 8th this turn. All right. Anyway, it's all good. And that's all I have.
That's all I got too.
All right.
The monarchy shall then proceed to continue and draw a card for the end of turn.
So what really cracks me up about that, Ham, is that in my head I'm like, you're overvaluing the ape and undervaluing the amulet, and I'm okay with this.
Maybe.
I'm gonna stay very quiet.
I'm respecting the amulet. Honestly, the jet medallion is also one that really.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. Oh no, that look.
That's already saved me like 4 mana.
Yeah. No. It's. Yeah. Well, in a deck with a whole bunch of little things like small creatures that you're trying to cast out, a little bit of cost reduction goes a long way.
It would also be real nice if I could find any of those creatures, but
yeah, fair. But
which is surprising because there's like 28 or 29 in the deck, and I'm like, where are they?
Yeah. But yes, he's Lord Chonky, first of his name.
So
king of the.
How big is Lord Chonky?
Well, Lord Chonkers is just a simple 5/5. A very modest monarch, if you will.
Fabian, can we step out for half a second?
Ooh.
Sure.
All right then.
So
I don't.
So when we step out, people who are in the stream will still be able to hear us.
Yeah, so they'll be able to hear you, and they won't be able to hear us. Correct.
Correct.
Right.
All right. Cool.
Unless you turn on your spell table.
You have spell table.
If you if you unmute yourself on spell table, they'll be able to hear you through spell table. Okay.
Chonkers, they'll play into the monarchy's hand.
Okay, sorry, here I am. I was just explaining something to them. So I have Wave of Reckoning.
You have a what?
A Wave of Reckoning. Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power.
Wait, each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power?
Yep.
Okay, my Shire will die, but if you let me play out my 2 cards first, I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Because I'm about to play a land, then I'm going to play an Open the Graves and a Black Market.
Okay. Yeah. Because essentially it's a one-sided wipe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with this.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
We're back. Uh-oh. How come I can't? Oh, I'm not back.
It's crazy. I don't know how we pulled it off.
Wait, who's grabbing cards out of a spell book? Wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. I played my key to the archive, and then wait.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Rock on, but thank you for yes.
So I'm going to draw for turn. No, I already drew.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my funny, and I'm just gonna tap for 8. And I'm going to play a Black Market with the cost being reduced by 1 by Jet Medallion, and I'm also going to play an Open the Graves.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the second spell?
Open the Graves.
Gotcha.
So whenever a non-creature token you control dies, make a 2/2 black zombie token.
I like it.
That is a
Yeah.
card I want to love so much, but it's just so expensive.
It has
to get.
its places. It has its places.
And one of those places is that deck. So yeah.
Yep.
Oh wait, how do I do this? I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of my library. I may reveal a creature card from amongst them and put them into my hand, and put the rest on the bottom of my library on any order.
You should also be careful because you're showing everybody.
Those are visible. Yeah.
They are extremely visible.
Yeah, that's okay.
I do not know what they are, but
because that's the
That's
land
your
I've been looking
Falls.
for,
That's-
and
Spider Silk Classic. Yeah.
it's actually from Meridian Masks, which I actually think
Yes.
is the superior art for that
Agreed.
particular printing. So
Completely agreed.
I'm gonna put them on the bottom of my library because, well, nothing happened. And then I'm going to tap my Axebane Defense. You've done your thing, right, Fabian?
Both
Okay.
of them are out.
All right. So I'm going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Temple of Plenty for the 5th mana. And I'm going to cast Wave of Reckoning.
ooh.
Which does things I trust.
Yes, each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power.
Interesting. Okay.
I actually really hate this. I despise it with every fiber of my being because I don't have open mana.
Oh, yeah. Jonkers will go. That's okay.
My Shirei will also die, which will put a counter on black market.
Yeah, if I had 2 mana open, I'd be able to bounce Marika and give Kagla Indestructible and be perfectly fine.
Oh, that would have been sick.
It would have been great. Instead, Kagla hits the bin, and then Marika deals 7 damage to themselves, which they no longer have Indestructible because it's not my turn. And whenever Marika deals damage to a creature, if excess damage is dealt, that creature's controller needs to sacrifice a non-creature, non-land permanent. So Marika's going to go back to the zone, and I'm going to say farewell to my Chromatic Lantern.
Oh!
Wait, that's actually so brutal.
Yeah, it's savage. Yep.
Nice.
I was going to punish you so badly with this card. Like, I don't feel bad about it. You just straight up freaking. I mean, that was similar to the Phyrexian Obliterator kind of deal. Just not as bad, thankfully. But
Crazy.
yeah, same deal.
I am so sorry.
No, don't be. That was a great play. Yeah.
What's the board wipe? Not to hit your own shit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, it was a great play. You're fine.
I did lose my Duskwatch Recruiter.
We'll take it.
And that is all I can do for my turn.
Can do.
Alrighty. Guess we go to untap.
Yep.
And
Hey, but you still have some kick-ass Loxodon War Armor.
Exactly. No.
Unfortunately,
mana
no creature
key?
to equip it to.
And Chumberchod, we hardly knew ye.
Well, that's okay. I killed Jonkers like 6 times with this deck. That's what it wants to do.
Yeah.
I will have a Monarch trigger. I will make a 3/1.
Oh.
Since the Monarchy of Themashad shall continue, I will deal both of my opponents 1 damage.
We had a buried treasure redemption.
Ooh.
Apparently, Raph is sleeping.
Hell, I just came in to let you guys know about that. You beat me to the punchline.
I'm gonna pass on that.
I'm going to do it. I'm
Go
going
for
to
it.
discard a mountain to go make a treasure.
Get it.
Being able to discard cards. I have no cards in hand. Feels bad.
That's unfortunate.
We love the top deck over here.
Yeah, I think
I'm a
one
fan of top
treasure.
decks as well. Yeah.
I'm just stoked that I have people in my channel who have enough points to actually redeem them for stuff.
All right. So, Astros, you got anything spicy and weird?
I can play a mountain, replay Chonkers, and hit for 6 damage.
I see no issue with this.
All right, I'll go do that then. I'll
Seems
play a
fair.
mountain. I'll
Fine.
tap.
And lovely.
So that's 3, 4, 5. Sack the treasure. 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Uh-oh.
Recast Chonkers to deal each creature without flying and each player 6 damage.
Oh. Okay,
That's
that's a thing.
All right, so each team takes 12.
The royalty of Chonkas shall continue.
Huzzah! And then
Huzzah!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Marika, the brutal gladiator, is back in action. Also, I do want... Okay, it's not relevant yet, but I'm just going to say this out loud. One rules interaction as it relates to Marika and Trample. I just want to... I do have the option to assign excess damage with Trample. I don't have to send all of it to trampling through. I'm just going to say that because, let's be real, she's picking up this hammer in a second. And then I will play a Terramorphic Expanse as my land for turn.
Yep, fair enough.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll just go ahead and crack it. And that's all I have, so I'm cool passing the turn at that point.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I shall draw for the monarchy at the end of turn. The court of Tempershot continues.
Love it. And I'll get a mountain, so I got one of each basic. Let's go. And mine just comes in tapped like a sucker, and it stays that way. Lame.
Wow.
Nice.
So destroying Tempershot just loops him back again.
Yeah, that's what the deck does.
It's kind of brutal. Yeah.
I just want to play the chonk. Whenever people ask about the deck, they ask what to do, and I just go, I want to play the chonkers.
I gotta be honest, I'm really jazzed about being on a team with that right now, because this is pretty savage. And yeah.
It's kind of disgusting with Marika, not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little bit. They work out really nicely together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just sending cards flying all over the place because that's just how I do.
Play Shire, and then with my 1 mana floating from Black Market, I'm gonna play a Viscerous here.
Ooh,
That
that's a
doesn't
good
suck.
I'm gonna play a Plains. How many creatures have you got, Fabian?
Only 2. They both have Summoning Sickness.
But you can. Do they either of them fly?
No.
And
do
Tempershot
not.
flies, right?
Yes, he does.
Not exactly.
Does he
Tempershot
not
has
fly?
to exert himself to fly.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The rules.
He is a chonky boy, and he is happy. Which ironically is why it's great with Blade of Cells, because I can exert him on the Blade of Cells trigger, and he will not die to the other Myriad Thembershonkies.
Oh, I'm allowed to scry at the beginning of my upkeep. Ah, I'm such an idiot.
Well, with Life Crafters.
I completely forgot about that, and that would have been super helpful.
That is the thing.
Because
Yeah.
I've been land poor for ever.
Oh.
That's okay. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
Oh, 100%.
Then
Fun is
that
great.
is all that's necessary.
I'm just basking in this Thembershot glory right now.
Right?
I'm
It
going
is
to play a
perfection.
card that I would like to keep around for a turn.
Questionable.
I mean,
The thing is,
we'll see.
That is not allowed.
my creature comes in as a 0/0 and gets +1/+1 for the colors of the permanents I control. Guess what?
You don't control any.
I have
There are
no
no
color
colors
permanents,
amongst-
so I can't play
Yep.
this. All I can play is this, but if I play it, you're gonna kill it.
I mean,
Life Crafters Bestiary triggered a draw card.
True. Like I'll be frank of mana right now. I do not have the capability if Thember dies to replay it in the next turn.
Oh, I don't want to kill your Themberchode.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't have a way to, like, if you want to establish a board, like, this is usually how I play Commander. Like, I'll be forefront about plays. I don't have a way to just, like, get Thember out of the way and replay him to wipe the board again. He's going to just sit on the board and be a happy boy for the next couple turns. So if you need to play out some cards and jam a board state, it'll be safe for me. I can't speak to Ham, but, speaking for me.
I'm going to play my Johnny the Great-Hearted.
It's happening. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to play my Johnny the Great-Hearted. And I will +1 him. So he is now a 6. And we will gain 3 life.
Wow.
Very nice.
Okay,
Because
we're about to do a
apparently,
lot more
if
than
we
that.
stay one life ahead of the temperature damage, then
That's how it works.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, yeah, the idea of you guys being slightly higher, it's like, oh crap, what do we do now? Yeah.
The engine life total.
All right.
that's all I can do.
That's all I can do as well.
All right.
Alrighty.
'Cause
Onward.
I needed to play that
Oh,
so
the
that I could play
monarchy.
the other creature.
All right.
On my upkeep, I will make a 3/1 knight
3/1.
for the monarchy. And
Wow.
I now control 2 creatures, which means I will ping you both for 2 for a total of 4. The monarchy of the Bashar and Marika take the lead once again.
Aha. All right.
Oh,
And I'm playing a mountain for turn.
I still have
Unfortunately-
not seen the D&D movie, and I'm very sad.
it's
Um,
actually pretty damn good.
It's super
and-
fun.
It is really
Yep.
good.
and my Themberchode is in a box still.
Bust it
Mine
out.
is not.
Yeah, well, make it happen. Because yeah.
This December shot is very, very special to me. I got this from Mana Curves. My friend Chase
Oh,
at MTG.
nice.
Wow.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, Chase was like trying to hunt down the secret lair Ragavan all weekend, so I wanted to contribute in some way, and I was like, "You have a foil Thember shot. Let's discuss."
Well done. I love it when things work out.
It was a great weekend. That is
All
why
right.
this deck. But yeah.
All right.
What you got, Ham?
So, yeah, head pads are definitely necessary. Turtleneck, you absolutely 100% correct. I'm gonna go ahead and I know this is gonna be a shocker. I'm gonna equip the Loxodon Warhammer to Marika.
Crazy.
So Marika is now a 10/4 lifelinking trampler, indestructible on
Wait,
my
wait.
turn, who must be block disabled.
Wait. I have a response.
Fire away. What you got?
Can't be good. No. wait, no. You're supposed to Uno reverse. You're supposed to Uno reverse.
Uno reverse, exactly. Oh. All right. Lovely.
Oh, that's what we can do. We can do a reversal on the.
There it is.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And then
I have no actual response because yeah.
And then I'm gonna be a little bit rude instead of the a lot of bit rude that I've been this whole time. Actually, wait a minute. If I go red, green, I can then play out a goblin, a narcomancer. 2 for 2. Each spell you cast that's red or green costs 1 less to cast. Because cost reduction is rad. Then actually I'm gonna go ahead and tap the swamp. So 1, 2, and 3. We got black for the Guild Gate, and we have the Forest and the Copperline Gorge in the mix. For a Binding the Old Gods, and I am at jazz hands. I got nothing left in hand.
That's a card.
It is a card, and this card is going to be targeting the Open the Graves.
Ooh.
Okay, in response to that, I am going to sacrifice the Viscera Sphere to itself to scry one.
Nice. Okay.
And that will give me a black market trigger and an Open the Graves trigger.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. I just want to minimize the number of stuff. Minimize the number of
And
critters that you got going.
So I'll scry. I will choose to bottom that.
Groovy cool.
And my Open the Graves is gone.
Oh
Alright.
no!
And I know, right? And I would like to go to combat. Astros, how are you feeling about that idea? You cool with
I
that?
will be happy to move to combat. I just have a couple small plays to do. Very, very minimal.
Take it away.
I mean, it's not like I need more mana because Thembers is not a
Hey.
very charmful. I mean, he is.
But
charmful,
mana's a
but-
beautiful thing. Don't we
Yeah.
all need the mana that we need? Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and tap 4 mana, and I'm going to play out this Thran Dynamo. So I now have 3 extra mana.
Let's go.
And then I'm going to play in this War Room, which is a great time, and plugging along with this this mana and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and tap another 2 mountains. because I can't use the pillar because dragons and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to play out this prismatic lens, which will leave me with 1 card in hand. But I have so much mana now; it's great. I'm happy to move to combat though.
Okay, cool. Well, in combat, I'm gonna take Marika, who's just chilling here, and Marika is gonna be attacking. And Marika's actually gonna be attacking a Johnny,
Ooh.
and she must be blocked if able by something. It can be whatever, but. All right, so the 2/2 zombie is gonna step in front. Cool. So, yeah, actually, yeah, Astrals, are you gonna be swinging it all, or?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna exert Chonkers.
Trample though.
Yep. I get to decide how I assign the trample damage.
So, trample hits players and creatures. It doesn't trample over planeswalkers.
It doesn't trample over planeswalkers, no.
Trample over planeswalkers, but it will trample over this creature into your planeswalker.
Into the planeswalker, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
But not...
No,
but
if there's any excess... Like, if I'm able to deal 7 damage to Johnny, you don't take an extra turn 1, no.
Yep.
That's the yeah, that is how that works. Yep.
Swinging for a solid 8 into a Johnny still.
Redeemed Rummage. Yeah, you know what?
Man, that's crazy. If I had any cards in hand,
yeah, I'm also without cards.
So I have a Fabro Elder, which is an important card in my deck, but
not
totally useless.
Not really doing much for you right now. Yeah. All right.
So we're taking 5 from the Thimberchode, and
and Thembers is going to be exerted, so Thembers shall not untap next turn.
Yep.
Because he needs to lay down and sleep.
And Marika is going to assign 3 damage to the zombie because it's a 2/2, correct? So Marika is going to assign 1 extra damage to the zombie, and 7 damage is going to carry through into a Johnny. And because excess damage is being dealt to the zombie, I'm sorry, you have to sacrifice a non-creature, non-land permanent.
All right, fair enough.
Yep. And then because of lifelink, we gain 10.
I don't know that I like your deck.
Locked out Warhammer, baby. Oh no, this deck is mean, but I'm completely out of resources. This is just what I got. So, yep.
What's
but yeah, no, I'm swinging for the fences. I'm going through my aggro phase in Commander. I have this in my Bruno deck that I've been playing a lot recently, and it's like there's something about just turning it sideways. It feels really good. Anyway,
combat is a great thing.
Combat's great. I'm a big fan.
Do you have anything to do post combat before I untap my mana?
I do not. I am completely hellbent. I have a 2/2 back and 1 mana open that I can do nothing with. So
I shall draw for the monarchy.
Yeah, I do also have an end step trigger, which my Viscerous here will come back.
Indeed, it sure will.
Then we can do untap.
I think an offer you can't refuse is not the time in the game for that. Let's put that on the bottom.
Yeah, cool card, but
let's
not
draw for my turn.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Tragic. All right. Well, I'm gonna play this extra land that I drew because that's pretty wicked.
I'm gonna play my land.
I have drawn land like every single turn, I swear.
And then the problem is that Marika has to be blocked.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no I'll just take it with this card. No, it's really rude. Now, to be fair, so the one thing about Marika is she has indestructible on my turn. I'm just going to go ahead and hold it up to the camera as though the text isn't being completely washed out. But she's indestructible on my turn. So on our turn, but not on yours. And her toughness is only 4. So if targeted damage and things like that can absolutely deal with her. There's also no hexproof or anything like that. So do with that what you will.
How big is her power?
10 right now.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, no, that is the thing. Yeah.
I unfortunately have no answers for said commander at the moment.
I rummaged and got a 3 visits.
Well, grab yourself some lands, I guess.
So I'm going to search for a forest card and put that on the battlefield.
Gonna grab like a breeding pool or something.
Freed from the real. That's what goes with the other thing.
Ooh, yep, that's a good one.
That is a good one. That is a
I love Freed
very
from the
good
Real.
card.
Freed from the Real and Pemenzora. Those are
Yeah.
two that that came out. Like Scourge, which is the set that Pemenzora was my very first set, and then Freed from the Real was from the OG Kamigawa Black. And so that was one when I got back into the game a couple,
Can you
number of
Can you
years ago
see
now.
the shape this card is in?
I
Great.
love it though. It's
Oh,
very
wow.
reminiscent.
That's
That
well
is
loved.
deep. Like
I dig it.
that's seen some days. The Phyrexian War has been harsh.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, I went through my bulk when I got back into the game a couple years ago, a number of years ago now, and found a whole bunch of copies of Pemenzora and Freed from the Real. And it's like, oh, we are in business. Let's go. Yeah. I had an infinite mana deck that ran a Pheto Alchemist and a couple of other like Stoneseeder Hierophant and a couple of these other. I think there's another one. It's like Tidewater Nemesis or something. These really crappy like Yura follower style effects. And the ability and a whole bunch of auras that enchanted a land. So I would get like one land that could tap for like 5 mana, and then something that could untap the land, and then it would put a Freed from the Real on it. It was the silliest combo, and it became so tiresome to play. Because the moment I had it, it was just kind of like, and Tassiger was the commander, of course. And so it was like, I'm just gonna do this thing, and then I just draw my entire deck and win. So cool. Like, I don't know. I did it like twice, and I was like, okay, I'm bored of this. Is anyone else having fun? They're like, well, it was fun to watch it go off that one time. But yeah, no, not anymore. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. It's one of those.
So I am going to play the Breeding Pool tapped,
Cool.
and then the Amulet of Vigor will untap it.
Synergy.
Go.
Now, if I just had more card draw,
That's what I'm saying.
I understand.
this
keep drawing
my deck is
lands.
not doing anything. I'm like pretty sure this
Same.
deck has stuff in it.
That is always my advice whenever anybody's like, my deck's just not really doing anything. How many cards are you drawing? Well, you need more. You just need to draw more cards. Like that's You need to draw more cards. You probably need to have more lands. That's just
my deck was like just starting to get there, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
I don't have my Open the Graves anymore.
yeah. Sorry.
Because I can sack the
Sorry.
Viscerus here every single turn.
Oh yeah.
True, yeah, and then you get the value rolling.
That's a
Yeah.
silly engine right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just haven't found any creatures. Like I started off with like the Pitiless Plunder, and it's just like, well, shit.
So I have no man lands or animated lands. I have no creatures. I have no Ajani. Yeah. So I'm done.
Hey,
I have
All
triggers, if I may.
By all means.
I will tap this Threat Dynamo for 3 colorless. That will then let me finally use the Collective Vault of the Dragon Sword to draw a card, then discard a card and make a treasure token.
Love that thing.
So saith the Chunky, and I will
Discard a
discard
card.
Dismounted. I'll
Yeah.
make a treasure.
I adore Collector's Vault so much.
With the treasure, the one still floating from Thran Dynamo and this Prismatic Lens, I'm going to use all 3. Sack the treasure. I'm going to tap the War Room. We're gonna lose 1 life, and I'm gonna draw a card because the other shot is only 1 color combination.
I have
Worth
War
it.
Room in my Angels deck, my mono white
Oh,
Angels
heck yeah.
deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just good.
Yep.
All right, that was all I got.
All right. Cool.
and we
So we're
untap.
untapping, I'm keeping and drawing.
We do have an upkeep trigger though. Another warrior. Oh, he stays. Chunkers is tapped.
Okay. So yeah. A draw, and then when we get to the pre-combat main phase, Binding Golgoths is gonna uptick.
Yes. On upkeep though, because I have 3
Mhm.
creatures, I will deal each opponent 3 damage for a grand total of 6.
That is savage.
Yeah.
I gotta say, our decks have lined up really nicely for this format.
Yeah, surprisingly. I
wow.
just wanted to play Chonkers.
Right? Yeah. I get it.
Usually I can build a pillow fort.
Yeah.
But
Good.
it's not happening today.
Yeah, the board wipe coming out of the command zone kind of is. It's pretty brutal. Yeah.
Hey, Ham. Before, are you dropping in any creatures in this turn?
I wasn't planning on it.
Do you mind if I do something really quick?
I mean,
Or before you take the finale blow?
I mean, Do what you gotta do. Get after
All
it.
right. I'm gonna play this high market.
Oh, so we're on
Okay.
pre-count, or we're on the main phase.
Yeah, we're on the main phase. Sorry.
Okay,
my
so
bad.
no,
Yeah,
you're fine. Binding triggers. I'm gonna go find a Zeotor's Proving Grounds.
Okay,
All right.
gotcha.
Yeah. That is all.
I'll wait till the proving ground gets in.
Yeah. And we're gonna just like there it is. Boom. I know it's the normal one, but hey, it's here.
Yeah,
We have
it's
it.
still a nice one. It's still a nice one.
It's still pretty land. It's can't go wrong. All right.
I'm gonna use the high market and tap it, and I'm gonna sacrifice the Embershot, and we're gonna gain a life.
Uh-oh.
But then, because
Oh wait. Yeah.
Locke, since you're a dragon fan, I'm doing this for you. we gotta have some style here. We're going in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 mana. I think you know what the spell is.
Oh no.
What's happening?
I'm gonna cast
Dragon
a Dragon Storm.
Storm.
I only get to find one dragon because I've only cast one spell.
Worth it.
I'm gonna go for one dragon. This is literally only in the deck to find one dragon.
I habitually cast Draco. Like hard cast it. I hard cast
That's
it.
amazing. It's funny. I have Draco in one deck, and it is it's ninjas. It's Yuriko, and I will never cast it ever. It's absolutely one of those where people are like, "Why do you have that in there?" It's like because so I can top deck 16 and blast the table. Like, but you're never gonna play it. No, I'm not. Like,
So
absolutely not.
It should come as no surprise. It's in my Kalia deck.
As it should be. Yeah, exactly.
As it should.
Yeah.
But you know, the second I sit down at the table and say my commander is Kalia, it's never sticking. Like there's just no getting that commander to stick. So I have developed a billion ways to hard cast. My favorite dragon. Do you know what my favorite dragon is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, fire away.
The Rhyme Scale Dragon.
Ooh, from Cold Snap. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love the Rhyme Scale's good.
Because, like, for a while, playing Snowlands was completely out of vogue.
Yeah.
But I ran them in my Kalia deck.
Nice.
For Rhyme Scale. Yeah. I love that. I love that.
That's why you play that dragon, everyone's like, what the is that? Like,
why?
What?
But why? It's like, why not? Yeah.
My favorite dragon takes me back. It's Dragon Tyrant. Just
yes. My
heart every time I play it.
Nice.
Yeah, no, just totally
it's
like
fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, if I had to pick a favorite dragon, that's a tough call. Dracuseth, I think, is one that I always go back to. It's not amazing, but like I played a ton of Dracuseth when I was first getting into Arena. Because it was standard legal at a time when reanimation threats weren't amazing.
Yeah.
But Bond of Revival, get Dracuseth and swing right away. Oh, that felt fun. Yeah, that was a good time.
I mean, card is value. It's a great dragon.
That said, I also have one dragon in this deck, and I wish it was in my hand so I could cast it like as as I say this. But I have Karthus, Tyrant of Jund, in here.
Yeah.
Specifically for when I'm going up against Astrals and I know there are going to be a bunch of dragons. Like I would like to see it, please.
I was one game in a match away from qualifying for the Pro Tour way back in the Dark Ages.
Nice.
Off the back of a Thundermaw Hellkite.
Yes.
Let's go. Oh, that thing was a beater.
Love it. Oh. Fantastic.
In a deck that had a Vexing Devil. Just to kind of like...
Ooh.
Yeah.
I remember Vexing Devil when that was like the thing. And that was this 1 mana 3/2. What a time.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Heady days.
Good old days, if we will. With Dragonstorm, I have gone to get the Hellkite Corsair, which is a 6/5 dragon. When it enters the battlefield, I may put a commander I own from the command zone onto the battlefield, and it gains haste. Return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. So, Chonkers...
I think we just lost, Fabian.
Chonkers is going to come in and deal another 6 damage to each creature without flying and each player. So it'll be a total of 12 damage.
12 damage to the team.
Teams.
Yeah, and the board gets wiped, and so I lose my goblin. But Marika again indestructible because woot.
And then
Yeah.
swing for lethal.
Yep, and then Thunder, Thundershot
Yep.
and Marika swing in. So, yeah.
All right.
Holy cow!
That was awesome. That was
That was a
awesome.
great game.
GG's.
Well done. Oh my god, man, Thundershot. Holy cow!
Yeah.
That's
Chonkers is surprisingly good, actually.
Yeah, Chonkers is no joke, dude. Holy cow! Yeah, that thing straight up carried us. My deck is very much just stompy thing, go smash. So I'm really glad that you were able to kind of keep everything.
Looking at my
railed in
library
while I was
right now,
smashing.
my next 7 turns were lands.
Oh wow!
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's a big no. What was that even?
yeah. Land, Sakura Tribe
so.
Elder, land.
I had off the
Lone
top of
Speaker.
mine is the Tribe of the Hordes, a Yavimaya Coast, a Forest, a Corrosion Verge, a Plains, a Shield Wall Sentinel, a Command Tower, an Island, and a Sword of Perunes.
Oh, nice. And yeah, sure enough, yeah, mine was almost all lands. There was a Sakura Tribe Elder, so I would have had a shuffle in there. But my next thing that actually would have been worth casting was about 8 turns down. It was in fact Karthus, which is fun. So, yeah.
My top card was a Virtue of Courage, because Thundershot deals non-combat damage.
Nice. Yeah.
That's
I bet a
great.
bunch of lands.
That's awesome.
Oh, good stuff.
That was a great deck. I had a great
That was fun.
time. I
was
want to
amazing.
thank
so much.
you all heartily for joining me. You are both welcome back individually together. We'll mix it up next time. Trade up teams if you
Heck
want.
yes.
Down for it, definitely.
I'm here. Let's do it.
Yeah. So we'll go around the table, and I'll have our guests do their outros first, I guess. Let us know what you're up to, what's going on. Are you heading to DreamHack? What's the tea? Spill the tea.
All right. Well, I'll take it away because I insisted that Astral's taking it away at the top. So I'll
wait.
I'll lead off here.
Hold on. Wait. I think there's an ad break going.
I just hit, yeah.
Wait, I need to advertise. What is this? No. Yeah. All good.
I love the fact that it's a puppet that's actually shown up on there. That's great, too.
I've never seen the ads, so I have no idea what's actually running on the stream. And my
I'm seeing
my
an
friends
Xbox
are
ad right now.
my friends are
Yeah.
true friends, and they've actually all subscribed, so none of them see the ads either.
I love it. It's so
Very
funny,
nice.
actually.
There is no ad break going right now.
Oh, is it
Really?
over?
I'm seeing an ad break. That's interesting.
I think
Yeah.
it's
It might be
just
coming
like
up, but it is
customers.
not currently running.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
no, the ad break ends in 44 seconds. It's in progress. You're not going to see it, Raph, because you're subbed.
Yeah, if you're subbed, you don't see that.
Turtle Doc said there wasn't one.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
SFash is in ads.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Just wait her out maybe a minute.
I was going to say
And
maybe
then
maybe
No, I have the stream open. I see we got 25 seconds before it disappears for me. So
okay.
yeah, I'll wait till it's over. That's all good. But yeah. But no, one of the other things.
GG tonight.
But yeah, I have one card that I cannot cut from this.
Oh, Kurt Ape!
Let's go.
The
I
old
can't.
Kurt Ape!
I always
Oh!
every time I'm tweaking the deck. It's like, is this time to cut Kurt Ape? It's like, nope, I can't cut you. I can't do it.
I can't. Yeah, I can't quit you.
I can't quit you, Kurt Ape. You're just a 2-3 for 1. It's beautiful. I can't say no. So anyway, I thought y'all would appreciate that. And then of course, Astrals, I also have that in there because of course I do.
Of course you do.
It's an
As
opportunity
you
to rig
should.
fights. I gotta rig fights, baby. It is what it is. Yeah.
Actually.
Fun
Fight
stuff.
rigging is such a great card.
Oh, it's so silly. I mean, my commander's a 5-mana 7 power creature. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. And I'm running stuff like a Tali Primal Conqueror and all kinds of other just big, gigantic nonsense in here. So
As one
So,
should.
there's
As
a
one should, right?
There's a dragon for you, Astrals.
yes.
Oh, I know that Timeless, right? Is that Eternal or is that Timeless Dragon?
It's
Pearl Dragon. That's Pearl Dragon. Yeah, I remember
nice.
Pearl. Sorry, it took a second.
So when we had the fire, for some reason the fire decided it would do things like melt my Gaia's Cradle and not even touch the Pearl Dragon or the Polar Kraken. But just for you, Ham.
Ooh. Actually, I have an old Polar Kraken that I'm pretty sure was pulled out of the spokes of a bike at some point. I love it so much.
So there's
Yeah.
Tug, Stone Rain. There we go.
Nice.
Kurt Apes.
Yeah!
Let's go.
A full
Oh,
play
and
set.
I love it. And are those lightning
That-
bolts I see behind it?
Those
Oh,
are lightning bolts. Bless
heck
my
yes.
heart.
I was like, I recognize those clouds
An
anywhere.
active volcano.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A
Dude, this is-
pyroclasm. A mana
love it.
flare.
Oh,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
Earthbind. Yeah, no, I've got some bizarre old cards.
Out of
Gaia's
curiosity,
Leech.
when were those cards printed? Do they have the date on the bottom of them?
No, they're like 1993
This is probably
or 4, 1994, I think. Some of them.
That sounds
All
right.
those cards are older than me.
Yeah, no, this whole pile is
Those-
older than you are, Fabian.
Yeah,
All right. Anyway.
Unlimited, right? Because
Pearlstone.
they're white bordered.
There's a
Yeah, I think
millstone.
so.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
probably revised? Is that or
Yeah,
Oh,
fourth
they might be
edition?
revised. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are revised. I love the millstone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a
Um,
lot of my white border cards are from 4th edition. Like I think that this
Yeah.
card might be 4th edition. Anyway, yeah.
And Homelands, the set that was under
Oh.
like my Castle Signier.
You know
That
what's funny?
set
People
had
talk about
the
how
best lore, the absolute best lore, but the worst cards.
I love it. There's so many of those old sets where people talk about like, oh, Fallen Empires was terrible, and then I look back at it and it's like, wait a minute, guys, like, didn't Fallen? Yeah, there were a handful of bangers in there, and it's like, okay, maybe on the whole the set was pretty lackluster, but
So
some of these are legit.
whenever people get on about that, like I'm like, oh, Magic Sky is Falling must be Monday because every set people have the same sort of like, yeah, it's just So, one of these
And
days,
the other one that blows my mind is Dragon's Maze. People talk about over and over about how Dragon's Maze is terrible, and I was taking like a break from the game when that came out, so I wasn't aware of it. But like I looked up a number of I just looked at the set. It's like, okay, what are the bangers from it? And there were like, I don't know, there were a number of like really killer.
And Dragon's Maze and Theros were together in time. And I remember playing at the Star City Games Vegas event. I'm thinking 2013.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And I mean, like, you had Thassa and Ashiok and a Master of Waves and like the Rat and Night Veil Spectre, which came out of like I'm sorry, but those two sets together were just like bang for the buck.
That sounds savage. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
The only set I enjoyed as much, or the only standard metagame from like that I enjoyed as much as I enjoyed Dragon's Maid Theros when those were both together for that limited amount of time, was when we had and Zbex hit it today when she put the Sphinx's Revelation up, right? Like, I remember, right? I had like, there was Sphinx's Revelation, Nephalia Drownyard, Delver of Secrets, Geist of St. Traft, Lingering Souls, like,
what a standard that was.
Wow.
Augur of Bolus. Augur of Bolus.
Okay,
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. There have been some really fantastic Merfolk and some really like, oh my god, Merfolk. Anyway, we're done the ad break, so let's have our guests do our outro.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I go by Hamhocks42 on all the places. I stream MTG Arena. I also have a number of other collaborations that I'm doing. I actually have a couple of podcasts, including one with this guy over here, called The Landlords. I then also have the Magic Jank podcast, which is a weekly show where members of Team Magic Jank talk way too much. Our last one, we were talking about Ixalan spoilers and ended up being almost 3 hours long. Like, not quite, but close. We had thoughts. They were all very talkative and we're all very opinionated, so it takes time. And then I also have a show with Bruja Gaming, actually. We just launched it called Hot Soup, which is why this little goblin that's behind me in my little screen is in fact a Hot Soup goblin, and you'll notice it does actually it moves very slowly across the screen, which I think is fun. In any event, those are all available on the Linktree. Go check them out. I would appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, and this has been an absolute delight. And if you want to see more times of me punching stuff, that is apparently my new commander identity. when I'm in Commander games. And I'm actually going to be on Shannibal's stream tomorrow, so that's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
fantastic.
Too, so. But yeah,
If you
and yeah,
really
LlachNess,
want
thank you so much.
to,
Oh my goodness.
if you want a good time, Fridays, Ham does viewer battles.
I do.
And those are always a thing of wonder to behold.
Yeah, well, and actually, this week is unique because of the streamer event. And so, as a result, if you want to battle me on Arena in the format of your choice this week, we'll be doing it tomorrow. We'll be doing Whoop Me Wednesday rather than the usual Fight Me Friday. Because on Friday, the early access servers will still be open until midday. And so I'm going to be in there jamming Ixalan until I am just cross-eyed. So that's the plan. Yep.
Sadly,
Thank you. Thanks for that plug. I appreciate it. Yeah.
I have Friday off. I'm not doing the streamer event this year. I'm super stoked for everybody who is. I think it's fantastic and yay. So I won't catch you on Fight Me Friday this week or Whack Me Wednesday. Is that what we're doing? Is
Whack Me
Whack
Wednesday,
Me
Whoop Me Wednesday, Whip Ass Wednesday. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna, just to show I can do equal time. If you want to get a look at Community Brews doing some fantastic things, climbing a ladder, then Astralsflame is your guy. Like, he really shows the power of cards that you might not otherwise think of playing together, and gives you a way to put a value brew together that can really hang, and not just hang in a grindy way, but actually be super enjoyable to play. Yeah. So now, do your own outro.
Well, thank you so much for having me on today. It was an absolute pleasure dating with the Lock and Fits and Ham. Fist bump, great teamwork.
Let's go.
The monarchy of Themba came to be. But hey everyone, again, my name is Astralsflame. I'm a member of Team Top Deck Studios. I'm usually playing MTG Arena and Standard Meta, showing you some of the ways of Jund and Dragons. That is Dragons with an S between the brackets at the end, because if you're not playing Jund, you should at least play a Dragon, if not multiple. Always try and hit up some cool, fun new brews and hit the meta in a different way to kind of touch on why you can get into best of 3 and why it's a blast. Especially teaching you how to sideboard. If you don't know how to sideboard, tune in. I'll always tell you, because all I do is best of 3. Also doing Commander content on the side, again touching on the ways of Jund and Dragons. And I will be, actually, I guess I don't have anything exciting going on tomorrow except episode 19 of The Landlords, the podcast with me and Hamhocks, is going out tomorrow. I was delayed on editing today, but it'll be released tomorrow, and we're going to talk about Ixalan, right? Oh yeah, this was Ixalan. Yeah, this recording is on Ixalan. Kicker is the next.
Yes.
It's gonna. We're talking about everything as Kicker this week.
Mm-hmm.
Every mechanic is
We're gonna go through a number of mechanics.
It's all Kicker. It's all Kicker.
It is all Kicker.
I agree with German George. I 100% agree with German George. All mechanics are Kicker.
Pretty much.
It's Kicker with an upside, Kicker with a downside, Kicker with an extra cost, Kicker for free.
Yeah, that's it. Horsemanship is Kicker.
That's right. It's all Kicker.
It's built into the mana cost. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for the game tonight. It was an absolute blast, and I cannot wait to jam again.
I'm so looking forward to it. All right, Fritzy, do you want to say goodnight? Say goodnight, Fritzy.
I don't really do any of the streaming or anything, so like I'm just a guest.
So
one of the reasons you think is fun.
One of the reasons that I do this, honestly, is I think my friend Fabian is an underappreciated deck builder, and the way the meta is at our LGS in Halifax doesn't really give him the chance to like really do the thing. And so I'm super glad he's allowed me to drag him kicking and screaming along for this ride, because for me it's a pure joy to watch him build decks every week and get a chance to play against like a huge variety of people we just wouldn't come across in the game store. So
singleton decks. I cannot build constructed decks to save my life.
You really can't. Like, the boy has no 60 card game.
No.
They are so drastically different. Oh my goodness.
I cannot do 60 card at all, but you give me a singleton format, I will make wonders happen.
Interesting. I love it.
Yeah. So
I love it. I love talking to commander players. Well, what does your mana curve look like? What's a mana curve? Never worry about it. Yeah.
So I threw a super.
Astros was talking about sideboarding. I'm like, what's sideboarding?
Sideboarding is awesome. Like everybody out
It
there,
is
don't be afraid to
amazing.
sideboard. It is daunting when you first get into it, but holy cow, best of 3 gameplay is so much. If you're like, man, I'm just so get burnt out on Magic. All I see is red deck. Move to best of 3. Just do it. It's worth it.
Yep.
Anyway.
So
Yeah.
I found my notebook from my run at the Pro Tour when I tried to make it.
Oh heck yes.
And it's full of like little notes about like, you know, played Bent Devil, lost 2-1, should have played Sphinx as well. Like but the number one, and I have this whole list of things that I'm supposed to learn to do better. And the first 3 things on the list are sideboard. Like all about sideboarding. Like yeah, 100%. Just like
it's the hardest. It's the hardest decision that you can make, and the worst part is, at the end of the match, you don't really know if you did it right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst part. You don't get feedback on whether or not it was correct. Like unless you know, okay, this one card would have been useful and I pulled it. Like okay, you can kind of you get a little. There's some vibes, but there's no clear like yes, I did that correctly.
And there's nothing worse than like going through a tournament and really learning your sideboard, and then getting into your clutch game for day 2.
Yep.
And you sideboard correctly because you figured it out, and you never draw a single sideboard card. And it's like,
oh my goodness.
That's right.
I could have just saved myself 8 hours of anxiety and not bothered, right? So
that is very frustrating. I've had the opposite problem though, where I've over sideboarded and I go into game 3 and I'm like, all right, I got 2 lands and 3 sideboard cards. I guess we're running it, and I don't see my core strategy. Anyway. But,
my biggest trick used to be in if I went to a game 3, I just reverted back to the original deck.
Ooh, there you go.
Yep. Like that's a big thing in Legacy. There are quite a few decks in Legacy where like the game plan literally in game 3 is just swap back because your opponent's gonna be like, but I've already seen them like shift in like 8 cards. It's gotta be so different, and then you just switch them back.
My favorite one was I went to Grand Prix Sacramento, and I'm pretty sure that was 2013. Could have been 2014. It was a sealed event in which I chained to the rocks a single mountain 3 times. And the guy was like, "You can't do that." Yeah, I can. I only have 1 mountain to the right. I'm chaining it. But I'm not a sealed. I'm not really a very limited. Has always been a challenge for me. So I left the main tournament and went and played in like the side events. But because I was in Vegas for work and I had driven up, actually I roomed with Mani Devoudi that night. And I phoned him up and said, "I'm in Vegas and I'd really like to play in the Grand Prix. Can I sleep on your floor?" He's
Holy
like,
cow.
"Sure, yeah." Nice. But it was awesome because there were 4 of them already in the room, 2 of them to a bed, and I got to sleep on the floor, and I'm pretty sure I had the comfortable sleep. But so I washed out of the main tournament, and I only had I had my Squirrels deck with me.
Okay.
My pre-modernizing it Squirrels deck, so the Squirrels deck from way back then, and I went into the Legacy event just because I had nothing else to do with my time, and I play the cards or play out the first card, and the guy looks at me. He's looking down at his $4,000 deck and looking over at my little forest. Just like, people don't play forest in Legacy.
I was like, why was it banned? What's the problem?
Let me play another one of those, and then cast Acorn Harvest and put out a couple of Squirrel tokens, and then they're really looking at you. It's like,
oh sure.
And the thing is, they have no idea what to do with it. Like,
I love that.
Like their game plan does not account for squirrels.
I've seen that where I've done a couple of viewer battles where somebody will bring some really wackadoo brew that I did not see coming at all, and I'll sit with some of the premium removal in the format, and I'm sitting with 2 destroy evils, and they don't have they have a whole bunch of 2/2 creatures that aren't enchantments. Like what the, but how? Dang
Fun fact about Legacy. None of the decks, I don't know if anyone actively plays Legacy. I'm in and on the community playing red green lands and stuff. removal is not run in the way you think it's run in other formats. The removal there is like force of will. A turn 1 Delver of Secrets can quite literally end the game. A turn 1 Rabble Master ends the game in 4 turns. If you stick a 2/2, there is a
They
good
can't do
chance that
anything with
2/2
it,
is just gonna end the game.
Yeah.
Because they just don't have the removal. The only
Really?
type of removal that really exists in that way for creatures is like a Tabernacle.
Yeah. So I ran Coat of
That's it.
Arms in that deck,
Wow.
right?
Oh,
And
heck
my
yes.
friends are like going, "Oh, I hate Coat of Arms. There's math." You know, and I have to figure out my opponent's creatures. I'm like going, I've never encountered a legacy player with a creature.
I love
like,
it.
like I'm only doing my own math. Like I don't have to worry about their math.
Coat of Arms is beautiful. That card's
It
so
is.
good.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I should take pity on Sean, who's yawning, and Fitzy, who has to go to
Alright.
work super early in the morning. I'm
Sadly,
LlachNess.
Start
You
working
can
it
find
out.
me right here on Twitch as LlachNess, and you can find me on the socials as Lachlan. Go ahead and throw your before you sign off, throw your links in the chat in case there's anybody in there who wants to find you.
Already done.
Yep. Thank you.
I picked up 3 followers tonight. I'm at 88, which is a infinity number,
Let's
right?
go.
It's like 2 infinity symbols.
I love it. Approaching
So
that triple digit. Let's go.
12 followers from 100. Can you believe it?
That's
Like
legit.
it's only been like So thank you to the kindness of streamers like yourselves and the community. It's been such a great experience to come back in after an absence and kind of hit the ground running. I love all Magic in all formats, and so I'll extend this to you if you do come back, Australs. We'll do a constructed 2-headed giant for you if you want.
I'm down. I'd have to get one of my paper decks put together again because they're not together.
Well, I'll give you lots of warning when we do that one. We'll do a special one at
sounds
some
good.
point in the future. Because I'm going to have to find a different co-host because Fritzy's like, no. So thank you all very much. I will see everybody on Sunday afternoon. Have a great night. And thank you once again to such wonderful guests. I can't wait to see you again. So, bye.
5th and 3.
I have to find the stop stream button now.
It's
Have a
there
good night,
somewhere.
everyone.
I'm just gonna keep smiling and waving until
Be
you do.
safe. Be well.